Hampton, New Jersey, visiting a very special place. It's a sanctuary for farm animals, and it goes by the name Goats of Anarchy. Leanne, you went from New York City corporate events planner to goat mama. How did Goats of Anarchy come to be?
Goats of Anarchy kind of just happened very organically. I was working in the city and had a conversation one day about factory farming in the office, had no idea what that was at the time. Started researching it and just found out about some of the things that go on.
That conversation, combined with a twist of fate, would eventually lead Leanne to hang up her heels for good.
One day I drove past a farm and I saw these cute little goats, and I visited them, and I was just really blown away. You know, they wanted to interact with me, and they were just so curious and funny and intelligent. And I knew that most of the males end up going to slaughter. So I got 2 baby goats and brought them home and just fell in love. I started a little Instagram page to document just their silly antics. And at the time I was binge watching a show, Sons of Anarchy. So I just kind of as a joke called the Instagram Goats of Anarchy, and never meant that to go anywhere. But 600,000 followers later, here we are.
And the goats that you initially adopted are behind us.
So these are, I call them the OGs, and that's original goats.
You have 30 acres out here in Hunterdon County and 250 animals on site?
250 animals, 150 of those are goats, but we also have cows, horses, donkeys, sheep, alpaca, birds, pigs.
There may be many, but each member of the Goats of Anarchy family has a special story.
Who is this?
That's Lila. She was the first baby that we had, born with 3 legs. Miles was the second goat that we have to have a prosthesis, and he's probably one of our biggest success stories. He was born very deformed on his front end. It was about a year-long rehabilitation for him. This is our blind herd, where 14 of our blind goats live.
Does that feel good? And one of the newest additions to the farm is Beau.
He was born with a birth defect, and he's perfect other than a small opening in the back of his skull, and he actually has brain tissue exposed. We've been consulting with neurosurgeons, and it's just something that hasn't been done before, especially since he is a farm animal. In the meantime, we just had our prosthetist here to make a custom fit helmet for him.
So with a birth defect like that, without them being able to do anything, what does that mean? Right
now, we're just letting him live his life to the fullest. He is having as much fun as he can, because it is something that is going to end his life early, unfortunately, unless we can find an alternative.
All right, Beau, we're praying for you.
With only a small staff to look after their growing farm family, they rely on big hearts for help.
We are always looking for volunteers. We're also always needing donations for things like our medical care, which is very costly, new prostheses, wheelchairs, and one of our projects coming up is a new medical space. So we really want to build a heated medical center for them. It's going to make things a lot easier for us and for them in the winter.
I think as hard as it is to hear some of the stories about the goats here today, the silver lining is really how lucky they are to have you. So thank you for showing us around and for all of the amazing work that you do.
Thank you so much for coming. We're so excited for you guys to share their stories.